number 17, oppose AB 2796. And just to give you a little bit of information about this, this was a bill that was brought to my attention that has been introduced by Assembly Member Rocky Chavez, and it is a gut and amend bill. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what it says. It's fairly direct. This is an act to amend Section 541 of the Streets and Highways Code relating to state highways. And this bill, language in the bill, states that existing law establishes the state highway system and designates state highway routes from Route 1 to Route 905. Existing law designates Route 241 from Route 5 south of San Clemente to Route 91 in the city of Anaheim. This bill would instead designate Route 241 from Oso Parkway in the city of Mission Viejo to Route 91 in the city of Anaheim. And then it also states that Route 241 is from, and it has crossed out, Route 5 south of San Clemente, that's crossed out. So Route 241 is from Oso Parkway in the city of Mission Viejo to Route 91 in the city of Anaheim. So I know that Mayor Sachs has been working on this with the TCA, and this is of major interest to the city of Mission Viejo. There's an impact on our city. So I would move that we oppose this and send a letter to that effect to the Assembly and to the governor.
Second.
Any discussion?
Trish, have we done any analysis on this? To what is the goal of this? What is the purpose? Is this to say that is where 241 ends, and so everyone travels through Mission Viejo to get to 241, and it will never connect to the 5 anywhere?
That appears to be what the effort is. This was brought to my attention by Assemblyman Bill Brough's office, and I sent the information to our city attorney, who had not heard about it. So it's been kind of on the QT, but we do know about it now, and I think it's important to take a position.
I mean, this is absolutely horrible.
And it's an assembly bill. So
Mission Viejo, I think it's time you stand up for yourselves, because the assault on putting major traffic through your streets is on. So we're going to fight, but we need Mission Viejo residents to fight with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Goodell.
Councilmember Kelly, could you just say again where this stands in terms of the committee timeline?
Where it stands, like where they are now?
Yeah, do you have that information with you?
I'm not sure where they are with it now. Do you know, Mr. City Attorney?
It is, to my knowledge, to our information, not yet been presented to the Transportation Committee, but it's coming close. And it, again, as a gut and amend, it kind of, I'll say, loses place, has to get back in line. But as Councilmember Kelly noted, it is the utmost of simplicity as a bill. It just literally says the 241 is from Oso to the 91, period, done. So when California Transportation Commission, CTC, when anybody looks, those are now the state statutory parameters, if that passes. So all of the other efforts, whether it be TCA or whoever, would then run into that roadblock of a statutory definition.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Rath.
What I don't understand is, I talked to Dan Kelly with Rancho's Mission Viejo. He told me and briefed me that the extension from Oso to Cal Camp Road is going to open this summer. So how would they stop that from opening?
That's not 241.
It's Not 241?
not the toll road.
Okay.
So just to help you out a little bit there, the ranch is paying for that road to connect to Rancho Mission Viejo as part of their infrastructure. It's being built at toll road specifications, so that if at any time there was a transfer to TCA for that road, it would accommodate the toll road. The ramps coming from going up to Oso on the south side of the Oso Bridge, the ramps have been paid for by TCA, and TCA just let a RFP to build the road under the Oso Bridge to connect Cow Camp Road to the 241. So that project is going to be probably plan and build another year and a half or so to go through there. So, Councilman Buckton.
I would just ask our staff to please track with with OCTA and other regional transportation, and Trish, also watch this in your committee. Any changes to the status or the arterial designations that will carry traffic south on those arterials, because I don't want to see any change that would also impact north-south routing on the roads that exist or are going to exist. So if you could track that, I really appreciate it, because this bill makes me concerned that there's other things. Yeah, thank you.
So if I could interject here as chair of the 241 toll road, in addition to the 18 different options that were presented for the environmental impact study, it was narrowed down to like 6 or 8. I'm not sure how many to be top of my head, but TCA added one more to your question, and that one additional route or routing, I will call it, does not include a toll road going from the Oso Bridge to the 5. What it does, it brings in traffic off the 73 into the 5 further down road, and it also calls for cars getting off at Pico, if they're headed northbound, or getting on at southbound at Pico, going up to La Plata, across La Plata, into San Antonio, whatever. So to use the current and existing roads,
He doesn't even know the
but
names of existing
the
roads.
caveat there, it will cause San Clemente to consider if that's a route that the environmental impact study states is feasible for whatever reasons, there will be a large taking of homes along the 5 on both sides because of the necessity to fulfill that plan with an additional lane on either side of the 5 headed northbound and southbound. So it's another option that keeps the arterials active as they, more so than they are now, but it will cause a lot of takings of homes to make the 5 wider as necessitated there. So there's all kinds of plans being looked at and being studied.
None of
but,
them feasible.
It
Too
comes down
expensive.
to the environmental
Not
study,
needed.
which is going to take anywhere from 3 to 4 years before that's completed. So we have a motion and a second on this item to oppose AB 2796. And I would ask that you place your votes now. And it passes unanimously and will be addressed by staff, and we'll get a letter off to them as soon as we can. Councilmember Kelly, you'd like to give your council report
Yes.
now?